Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Anime Season 7. This time we are talking about my pick for the 8th best slime in all of anime, and that is the slimes from, uh, I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. So, there's a couple. There's the basic slimes. There's the basic slimes. Um, and this is what the basic slimes look like. So that's the basic. That's what the basic slime is, and then there are special slimes that take on humanoid appearance. Slimes that evolve that take on humanoid appearances. Those being Falfa and her little sister, Salsa. Yes, that's her name, Salsa. Salsa is her name. And I'm going to read the wiki articles for Falfa and Salsa. Falfa is one of the main characters of... and they have the Japanese name for it. Slime Taoshite 300 nen Shurainai Uchi ni level max ni Natamashita. And is the oldest slime daughter of Azusa Aizawa. She is the cheerful older twin sister of Salsa. Background: an energetic and outgoing girl. Falfa is a contrast to her sister Salsa. She is known for her carefree and playful nature and enjoys playing with others. Like her sister, she is very intelligent and adept in many fields, specifically practical sciences and mathematics. So that's the thing about these twins, is that Falfa is super intelligent. She is super intelligent. She's able to solve basically any problem you put her way, and and she's able to learn just about any language. Whereas Salsa is very physically fit. She's able to do anything that is physically demanding, and she's also very business savvy. She is very business savvy. She knows how to run a business. She knows how to barter. So they each excel in different aspects. As a conglomeration of many slime spirits that Azusa had killed, she felt a familiar bond with Azusa, and so appears at her house in the Highlands to warn her of Salsa, who was on her way to kill her. The main character, kills a whole bunch of slimes, and those slime spirits all came together to form these two siblings. And the only thing any of these slime spirits remember is Azusa's face. Azusa's face. That's all they remember, is her face. So they both reacted in different ways. It's like, oh, if that's the only thing I remember, then for Salsa, it's like, oh, if that's the only thing I remember, then obviously that person is the one who killed me in my past life, which she's not wrong. That is the case. That is in fact the case. But Falfa is like, oh, if that's the only person I remember, then that person must be my mom. Falfa has medium length, pale blue hair with two light green hair ties on the sides of her head and green eyes. She wears an orange apron dress cut down the flanks and tied with a white cloth at her waist. Over an off-white short-sleeve undershirt and knee-length bloomers. Personality: in contrast to her younger sister, Falfa is characterized as energetic, sociable, and an outgoing young girl. Eager to meet new people and join in social events. Examples of attending some social events being the Red Dragon's wedding and the first trip to the Demon Kingdom. Unlike Salsa, Falfa immediately loved Azusa as her mother, grateful her murder of slimes for 250 years gave birth to her. So all of those slimes that she killed had to be killed in order for Falfa and Salsa to be born. For them to come into existence, Azusa had to kill all of those different slimes. So they wouldn't exist without her. She similarly focuses her academic capabilities into practical sciences and mathematics, and as such has a much more practical mindset than her sister, enabling her to make economically informed decisions. These decisions can be blunt and straightforward, however, as evidenced when she successfully proposed dropping Rosalie in Halkara's body from a high height in an attempt to separate the two. While in slime form, Falfa seems to... that was a whole plot point in one of the episodes. Watch the series. It's good. While in slime form, Falfa seems to lose most of her conscious mind. She still recognized her family, but eats random stuff off the ground like a regular slime. I don't think I want to read the plot part. Powers and abilities. I'll leave you guys to watch the series if you want to know the plot. Unlike Salsa, Falfa has no magical abilities. Instead, she maintains a tremendous grasp on practical sciences and mathematics, including economics, allowing her to make very well-minded decisions when it comes to small businesses such as the cottage in the Highlands, edible slimes bakery that was an unexpected success. After Falfa learned how to return to her human form, she can likely return to slime form whenever she wants. So that's Falfa. Now on to Salsa. Salsa's one of the main characters. I'm not going to say the Japanese name again. She is the culmination of various slime spirits that had been killed by Azusa during her tenure of killing slimes, and as such sought to kill her on their first encounter. She is the serious younger twin sister of Falfa. The youngest daughter of Azusa, Salsa is a rather shy and reserved girl, known for her tremendous intellect and proficiency in various scholarly and artistic fields. As a union of many slime spirits that Azusa had killed over the years, she initially focused her intellect into a hatred for her mother and worked to develop a spell that would specifically target and kill her. However, due to the intervention of her sister Falfa and Laika, in addition to the high specification of the spell, she failed to kill Azusa. Though in spite of that, she was welcomed into the household and family nonetheless. She physically and stylistically resembles Falfa, yet differs in that she has green medium-length hair tied into two tails with a light blue band, and blue or violet eyes. Blue or violet eyes. Like, it can't really decide which it is. I would say violet. It looks more violet than blue to me, but I'm partially colorblind. I mean, I guess colorblind isn't necessarily the right word. Color challenged, I suppose. Like, I get certain colors mixed up. Anyway, she wears a a strapped dress slit at the flanks over an off-white pink short-sleeved undershirt and knee-high bloomers. A direct contrast to Falfa, Salsa is much more reserved and introverted than her sister, unwilling to engage with unfamiliar people, and speaking only when it's necessary. When she does, her speech often consists of precise, technical, and verbose words and phrases. Despite her intelligence and extensive academic knowledge, Salsa has the emotional maturity of a young child, much like her twin sister Falfa. Salsa is also portrayed as being incredibly focused on her goal of seeking revenge against Azusa, to the point where she does not consider the consequences of her actions, as demonstrated by the 50 years of her life that she wasted when she failed to use Smite Evil within the 1 hour window of opportunity. Additionally, she exhibits a high level of determination, as evidenced by her training in the Smiting Evil spell, and her unwavering fixation on exacting revenge on Azusa. Despite her cold exterior, after giving up her revenge, Salsa enjoys and appreciates the time she spends with her sister and mother. Powers and abilities. As demonstrated in her initial appearance, Salsa possesses a highly focused variant of the Smiting Evil spell. It was specifically created to negate the powers of Target and Kill the Witch of the Highlands, the title that Azusa at the time possessed. However, because she had spent 50 years of her life learning nothing but that spell, she was useless against Laika and was knocked unconscious by her Dragon Punch. Having been alive for at least 50 years, she accumulated a wide wealth of knowledge and skills, specifically in esoteric and philosophical fields such as technology and politics. Additionally, she formed a series of relationships and communicate with university professors and fellow thinkers as a result. This allowed her to gain insight into anything she may not be familiar with or an issue she and her family currently face, such as when Falfa turned back into a slime. She is also a good artist, specifically in painting, as noted by her sister Falfa and later demonstrated when she made a portrait of Halkara as part of the sister's farewell gift to her. And there we go. So that's Falfa, Salsa, and the basic slime. So yeah, I enjoy this series. I enjoy the slimes of this series. It is very they have a very interesting design, and I love Falfa and Salsa. They are very cute. We don't really get to see them do too much aside from just be, adorable children. So that keeps them from, getting any higher on the list. But there we go. That's my number 8. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.